Hey Pisces, welcome to Germinate Tarot. We're going to do the reading for the last bit of May into June. Don't take that as a bad thing, but I think there's changes for you. All right, I'm going to start off with the Gypsy Witch. 1, 2, 3. Whatever's going on, it feels very clear, which is nice. There's no sticky cards. There's no, not wanting to shuffle. It's all there, which is awesome. So let's figure out why it's there and what is there. Okay. So you have Cupid, you have love and everything. So if this is not towards a person, it's towards like a situation, general, life, joie de vivre kind of thing going on. Then you have the mice and the star with the pig at the bottom and the sun at the top. So overall positive reading. If you don't let the ego get in the way here with the piggins, or let someone else's ego trip you up, because there's emotion and love, and then there's the mice, which is not, I don't get sneaky, the sneaky portion with this, but there's something that's bugging you. And the star is getting to what you want. What is bugging you about getting to what you want? I think you come to that realization. Maybe other people are affecting you with the piggy. Maybe there's a little bit of ego or pushback or something going on there that is bothering you, but like you can see what you want. This guy has arrows. His aim is true. He knows the target he wants to hit, but there's like something going on there that doesn't feel good. Okay, well, ta-da. Yikes. It's like literally like, no, talk about me. Ship. This is the longing. This is the direction. This is what's happening. This is the going, getting there thing. How does one need to get there? Well, perceptions need to change. Something needs to give. There's, changing in the way you see stuff to get to the bouquet, which is the offer, the visit, the start, the positive. I almost want to say peace offering. The woman's at the bottom of the deck, so maybe either Pisces is the one. I almost got like hard-headed with that broken mirror thing. Like the need to see differently. So the mice. There's the shepherd. Shepherd doesn't jump into stuff, but watches, waits, protects, keeps an eye on things. Kind of status quo. Waiting to make the move, just casually herding. But when it happens, whenever move happens, it's like, what is this about? The book is knowledge, secrets, knowing stuff. The dog, faithfulness, friendship, loyalty, tried and true, steady Eddie. The lightning. I think when it's time, that watching and waiting, you've put the time in, you've gained your knowledge, you've been faithful and loyal. Now's your moment to shine. So the anchor, this is what you've been working for. This is the port that you've reached. You are dropping your anchor. You are grounded. There's the new beginning. So yeah, whatever holding pattern, whatever longing, I think is the beginning of, I want to say, the fire being put under your butt, or realizing how to go about it with the sun. I'm not getting other people really affecting you. I think this is very Pisces. Yeah, so you're seeing the paths. You're seeing the direction that you need to go. And under here is the heart. Here's the emotions. This is the calling out, like it's becoming clearer. The sun is enlightenment. The eye is seeing it. The crossroads is the direction you're going to take. And the stork is moving on up, baby. It's getting to a better place. You're literally getting to a better place. You had all this wanting to get there. You weren't quite sure how to get there. Boom, you put the groundwork in to get there, and ta-da! I do want one on the Piggins. So what about this ego pride thing? The moon. Someone wants recognition. Someone is, I think, might be pushy. You know, like, look at me, recognize me, please, you know, with the ego. It's also an intuition thing that they know you're trying to take off. So it's like, that's where the pushback comes in. Where it's like, no, but what about me? What about me? And you're like, listen, I have a ship and a stork I got to talk to. And it's about the home. It's about your environment. So stuff in your environment is not letting you feel that grounded connectedness to see your direction. It's kind of convoluted, but I think with the sun, this is the week that it starts coming out. And that's really good. Like, there's good stuff kicking up and things become clearer. So we're doing Sacred Rose, Tarot. Emperor wanted to come out. Emperor can be about ego. Not getting a lot of signs, but Hanged Man. Hello. With the Star and Nine of Pentacles. This has been like so much for so many people, with the Queen of Cups on the bottom, with the High Priestess then at the bottom. So Eight of Cups is the need to take a time out. It's not that you don't have feelings. It's not that you're, you know, cold and heartless or anything, or you're not processing these feels. It's about, you need to take a second. Like, it's too much to carry, you know, these cups, and they're full. You're worried about spilling them. You know, I think this is where this, you know, change of perception needs to happen, because in the Two of Swords, this is the thinking. This is stuff has been put in. They're both blindfolded. There's the moon. You're not quite sure. You know, you have only enough light to see so far ahead of you, but it's time for the decision to be made, which, Pisces, I think you're sitting on. I think you're sitting on it hard. That sounds wrong, but you know what I mean. You know, you're hanging. There's a timeout. I think this is the mice shepherd portion of the show. But then look at what happens. You have the Star and Nine of Pentacles. Remember, you got the Star back here as well. So the Star is your hopes. It's, you know, whatever situations have healed themselves up, you're doing better. And the Nine of Pentacles, though, is you're doing it independently. So this is why I think this is very Pisces. It's, you've put the work in, but you need to kind of do it alone a little bit. I have little ones running out here. Go, please. Need 5 more minutes. Go. You're the best. I love you. Skedaddle. Can't even hide in a barn. All right. Now they're just staring at me through the window. Too much, I'm telling you. So I'm looking on the Hanged Man. 8 of Swords, 6 of Wands. So yeah, the 8 of Swords is feeling kind of trapped and stuff. The 6 of Wands can speak to an ego. You hear the little feet running away? Too much. So 8 of Swords is feeling trapped. Once again, another person who's blindfolded. 2 of Swords blindfolded. This person's blindfolded. It's like they can't quite see the way out. But the 6 of Wands, that's the victory. That's kind of the turning point. This is the gaining recognition. Remember, the moon back here was gaining recognition. Watch out for other people trying to be like, no, I helped. Did you? It's shake and bake, and I helped. Did you? So, you know, but the victory is coming. And I think Pisces is able to take the spotlight on their own. I just want one more. Four of Cups. Yeah, so I feel like, you have the Eight of Cups back here. You've lightened the load, but you're still kind of holding on. But is it good enough? Like, you've finally reached this point and you've leveled up and you are taking the independent road and stuff, but is it good enough? Like, are you worrying that you're not good enough, or what is being offered to you finally isn't good enough? I think you need to weigh that out. So, then we have Art of Life. You'll start hearing the big wheels now. So Art of Life, Three of Pentacles came out. Okay. Temperance, Seven of Swords, Two of Cups. Ten of Pentacles. That's good. Okay, Pisces. I think you do get on this other side. Page of Pentacles. There she is. I want more on the page. I think a nice slow and steady is coming, because it's, that's a lot of pentacles to be thrown around there. Ooh, Ten of Wands, though. Is that Four of Cups coming in? That wondering if it's good enough, feeling like you're carrying too much. What's the advicey part? Okay. Ooh, Ten of Swords on the bottom. So I think there's an element still. It's that Four of Cups, which doesn't make me feel good. It feels like you're weighing stuff too heavily. And I didn't get justice coming out or anything, but I think there's a lot going on for you. But here's Three of Pentacles. This is putting work in. This is the reciprocity. I still get an undercurrent of, like, you feel like it's too much. But I think you do get to the other side, because here's Temperance. You're working on that balance. You're working on making that happen. And then, then you have the Seven of Swords, which isn't the best energy to be in, because it is so contentious and not so. Now she's hiding back here with the cat. Really? Go. Right now. Go. Thank you. Love you. You're the best. Little ones, right? So Temperance is finding the balance. This is more of like a spiritual balance. I think this is, the Justice is more the concrete world. Temperance is more the emotional, getting it together part. Then you have Seven of Swords, which is that contentious, some people trying to get away with stuff, people trying to get as much as they can out of you, which is where I think that the 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords comes in. But the Two of Cups, you get the balanced emotions. If this is a relationship with somebody, you do reach a positive balance with each other. So once you get through that Seven of Swords, I think you can finally get to a common point of Ten of Pentacles, which is grounding, being together, materially, mentally, emotionally. All the stuff is lining up well. But then the Page of Pentacles is, it's still young. Like, maybe you're not used to that stability portion of it. So it is young, but it's good. Just watch what you feel like you're carrying. And the advice that, for me, this came out kind of separately on its own, is the Hierophant. So this is, what are you committed to? What is, the commitment? It can be marriage. So maybe you do need to put yourself back into some kind of partnership that may have been not ignored, but might be suffering, because there is so much going on, and Pisces is expected to carry so much right now, or at least they're feeling like it. But then you have Knight of Swords and Knight of Cups. So this is This is good if you're going with the commitment thing. So you need to have your emotions in check, have your thoughts in check, and move forward. Now, the Knight of Swords can be a little bit impetuous. It can be rushing in with offers and stuff, but with the Hierophant, I am getting that it's more maybe Pisces needs to do this, or whoever is coming at Pisces needs to, be speaking the truth and, have their emotions in check. So I think that is a good start. Just watch what you're carrying, Pisces. If it's not cups, it's wands. If it's not wands, it's swords. So it's like, what can you put down to make room for what you want to carry? Because, you had all the good stuff going on. Just, get out of the mice phase of what's bugging you or gnawing at you. Okay. 1, 2, 3. It's humid, which is why I'm shuffling these like this. Okay. A 1, and a 2, and a 3. And I do want this one too, because that made itself known. So rhodonite is patience, seeking, forgiveness. Malachite is change, journeys, healing. Opal is magnifying, emotional, and prophecy. Apophyllite is release, attunement, astral travel. Well, are you going anywhere in your dreams? Totally could happen. So rhodonite is about stand back and be honest. What is your role in the conflict? And are you willing to forgive? That's actually been coming out. So it's like, what are you carrying? What are you bringing to the party? And then Malachite is break old patterns and embrace change. It particularly asks us to take responsibility for transforming our lives. It's like you've watched and waited. Now it's time. So Opal is time to focus on love and emotions. The Knights, remember those puppies? Are you honoring yourself, seeing clearly, and listening to your heart? So, it's time to get it in checkaroony. So Apophyllite is time to let go of whatever is holding you back or down. Consider your life carefully. What can you let go of in order to move forwards and upwards? All right, Pisces, this is your moment, at least this week. I think next week is going to be a humdinger of movement, but now's the time to lay the groundwork and really focus on getting it together, because when it moves, it's going to move. All right, Pisces, I'll talk to you next week. Until then, you be well.